stream health. Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay. Well then.
Well, what should we start with?
Well, hang on. So far, it shows 0 people watching. That's embarrassing. I feel embarrassed now. I'll post.
It says 3 watching now.
3 watching now? Okay. You still... I'm not even at home, but okay, sure.
Anyway.
Anyway, 2...
Hey, you got some fans in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, it's Halo fan.
Hello, everybody.
Greetings. Welcome to whatever this is.
Long ass update.
Yeah. Just why not? Yeah, that was like 5 years ago.
Oh God.
Man, that guy's really missed a lot.
Oh, AJ says the last time I watched you were reaching over SpongeBob.
That was like 5 years ago.
And when I saw those videos, I was like, "Damn, dude! Fucking Christ! It's just SpongeBob." But then again, some of the episodes that you hate, I ended up actually liking, ironically.
Yeah, that is kind of ironic. I am gonna look back at all. I've looked back at one episode, at one of those countdowns, although that was like 3 years ago now. Like, holy shit.
Oh God.
So that
a lot of like episodes and infamous like SpongeBob episodes or whatever old Nickelodeon shows that like you used to get mad over. I sit there like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, calm down. It's just a show.
So what are you up to now? I am in my final year of university, and well,
so am I.
Yeah, so is Chirpy here. Everyone can hear my girlfriend, right? You can hear like a female voice. I just want a confirmation in the chat. Somebody. Yeah, I'll just wait on that. Yeah, it's been okay. Yeah, they can hear you. Okay, good.
Awesome.
Good. Okay, all right. Yes, I have been watching like the post-second movie episodes, and they're pretty good. I've heard stuff about this episode called like Ink Lemonade, and I keep hearing that it's like, oh, this is the worst, post-second movie episode. I haven't watched it.
Neither have I, so I'm not going to really comment on it.
Though from what I can tell, it's like it involves Squidward getting a lot of ink squirted out of him, but that's really all I know about it. I don't know, maybe it borders on tentacle hentai.
Oh dear Lord.
That would be pretty fucked up though, wouldn't it?
I'm surprised. Well, maybe they have made a reference or a joke in that, but I haven't really picked up on it yet.
Who knows?
I mean, like, if SpongeBob has made hentai references yet.
That would be kind of fucked. That would be fucked if SpongeBob started referencing hentai. Like,
well, they already made a prison rape joke.
Right. Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, true. Though remember, the whole mayonnaise as an instrument thing was a masturbation joke.
Dear Lord. And we were both in band and never picked up on that.
I remember first seeing that as a kid. I just thought it was Patrick being Patrick, Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah. Also, hello, Nas. I don't understand. Explain what the mayonnaise one.
Oh no!
I think we've just opened up someone's mind that mayonnaise is mayonnaise an instrument. Yes. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a masturbation joke because
I know, but like, why do you have to explain it?
Well, they don't know. This person doesn't know. This person's just like, what the fuck?
Oh crap. It's more fun when like you're randomly sitting there, I don't know, driving or whatever, some sort of shit, and then all of a sudden you're thinking about it, and they're like, holy shit, that was a masturbation joke.
Yeah. Well, horseradish isn't an instrument either. Oh, man.
Well, this past summer you definitely came and saw me again.
Yes, I did. And this time going over the border was a lot better. Okay, well, AJ, the whites, mayonnaise, and jizz are the same color. It's like there you go.
That's all you're getting.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, Dan Schneider was fired because he's a creepy fuck. Dan Schneider, bring all my bitches back. I need all my bitches.
Honestly, maybe now they might get a breath of fresh air. But we still have yet to see. And I'm talking about like in the sense of like a better producer, or creator of shows, get more original.
Okay, AJ, here's the thing: you blow an instrument, and
can we please not?
Let's move on. I feel
yes.
I don't want to turn this. Like, if I wanted to talk about this, I would be streaming on like Pornhub or something.
Oh dear Lord.
And yes, he did have a foot fetish. I am doing good, Joshua.
God.
This stream's already turned a lot more sexual than I thought it would be.
I know, right?
Yeah, I did not expect to start this stream, but Anyways, yes, this year I did go to Canada again this past summer.
Mm-hmm.
Going over the border was a lot easier, mostly because, they didn't think I was trying to sneak across the border illegally, which was stupid.
Or have the airport security phone me while I'm on the highway.
Yeah, that was. I did not mean to do. Well, that was my first time ever leaving the United States, so.
I know, and as soon as we're done wrapping up like all the questions and everything, he's like, "You do realize that there's a better way to secure citizenship than just marrying a random guy you've met online, right?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not what I'm going for here. I'm not trying to marry him for citizenship. No, I just wanted to come and meet my mom and dad.
It's like I just wanted to meet my fucking girlfriend. That's all I want. Do I have to go to Trudeau and talk about it? Like, yay, Justin, I just want to meet up with my girlfriend in Canada. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of people kind everywhere.
Oh dear. So that was just awkward.
Was nothing. Although going back was customs.
Oh, right,
customs
right.
in Toronto. The line was very long. For some reason, so if you ever cross the border and you're going back into the United States, they have you take a picture. They have you, you scan your passport, and then they like take a picture of you, and then there's like a box, and sometimes there's an X on it, sometimes there isn't. I don't understand it, but it's like, I think the X means you go into the screw you line, because the people that didn't have X's in the box, that line went at the speed of light. This one was so fucking slow, and they had so little kiosks, with border agents actually open. I was just, it wasn't that good. And my flight ended up being delayed because,
people,
it was so slow going through customs.
Mm-hmm.
I did not go to Toronto. I was only in Toronto.
The airport.
Yeah, just to exchange
Same here.
flights. I didn't actually go into the city of Toronto.
No, neither of us have been able to explore Toronto. Toronto itself, it is very it is a very nice city, but you really, really have to be on your feet, and you have to really make sure that you know where you're going, because it's very easy. Like, I'm talking about transportation.
Oh.
I mean, because I've had family members that did travel down to Toronto, and like for conferences and stuff, and you really have to make sure you know, like, if you're taking like the subway or the train, really, really plan out your destination and really know, or at least hire or bring somebody along who knows their way around the city. Because if you're an absolute noob, it can be quite frightening.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think one of my uncles got lost for like 2 hours.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to find his wife at the hotel, and I was like, oh my god. And this was before smartphones too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
This was like in the late 90s, I believe.
Oh wow. So this is only when cell phones are really picking up and aren't. It's like we're transitioning from bricks to paperweights.
Mm-hmm. So it can be a great city, but make sure you have somebody, or maybe there is a service there. I mean, nowadays we have smartphones, but make sure you know your way around the city so you don't get lost.
I guess it could be worse. They could have been like the Bronx.
Oh, I mean, every city in North America has the bad part of town.
Yeah.
I think it was my parents. They were exploring in Vancouver, and they accidentally came down the bad side of Vancouver, and they didn't mean to, because they were there for like one of my auntie's weddings, and like one of them was getting married, and all of a sudden my dad was trying to find this one sports bar, but he ended up going the wrong way, and they were doing this on foot too.
Oh,
and all of a sudden they ended up in the bad part of Vancouver.
Fuck. Ow.
Oh god. I mean,
Yikes.
thank Christ my mom like called a taxi and said, nope, take us back to the hotel. We're not gonna get ourselves killed trying to look for a pub.
Yeah, it's like at that point, just it's not worth it.
No.
It's just not worth it, man.
I'm surprised. Well, didn't we drive by the bad side of Chicago? The scary side of Chicago?
You mean the south side? Yeah, we have passed it. And, well, you saw out your window that it was just...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Rough? Is that a good word to put?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to Europe yet? Yes, I have.
Yeah, she has, I haven't, so...
I only been to France. I only spent like maybe half a day in Monaco, and the rest was in Italy.
Italia.
Oh yeah. Honestly, those two countries in springtime, so worth it. It is gorgeous over there. I would recommend it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different way of life too, so it's a bit of culture shock.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna bring up that recent OKKO crossover.
I have not watched it yet, so I'm
Let's
not
just
gonna comment
let's
on
just
it
say
yet.
it's like it pays tribute to Cartoon Network's history and even brings back the city from the early 2000s, which I think was really neat. Oh yeah, and you also KO teams up with Ben 10, Garnet, and Raven.
Can I just say that sounds like a really great team to begin with?
Yes, it does. Oh yeah, you do see the little city bumpers.
Oh
what
man.
What were those little guys that had characters on that would like splats? It's like it's what Cartoon Network had after Cartoon City.
They're not TV jockeys, but they're animated jockeys, animated TV jockeys.
Yeah, you do see the bodies of those, in the wreckage of Cartoon City.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah. Future of my channel. Well, right now I want to focus more on school because, frankly, with everything I've got going on, it's been really difficult to put out videos. If you get what I mean. Yeah, it's like even this past summer, it's like you don't have school. Well, I also had work, which oh, excuse me. Yeah, which of course, that's important as well. It's just it always seems like there's
there was always something coming up.
There's always something coming up. Yeah. Anyway, but you're coming down again this December.
Yes, I am.
Mhm.
And I am really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be awesome.
I don't know, maybe I'll have a bit of a life for like maybe 2 weeks and then go back to having no life again.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
That's all it's been is get up, go to school, spend like 6-7 hours in a theater. On the floor mostly, painting a damn floor. And then
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, although you want to tell them about your first viewing of Chowder?
Okay, so I mean I've heard of Chowder.
She had never watched Chowder before, and well, if you followed me for years and years and years, you would know that I have said that I like Chowder, and I was a big fan of it. And we binge watched the whole season because she never watched it. But go ahead, let's hear your thoughts on it, Han.
Well, okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there that when I first saw Chowder on television, this was back in 2006, 2007, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of growing out of cartoons because unfortunately cartoons was starting to hit that dreaded trend where cartoon-based networks were trading their cartoons in for live action shows, and by then I was already like burnt out of live action shows. I was like, I don't want to watch much television anymore if there's just going to be nothing but live action and nothing animated or cartoony. And that's when I really started getting more into like anime, subbed anime, OVAs, and basically video games. That's when I really started gaming a lot. So when I first saw Chowder pop up a couple of times, I was like, oh god, this looks like absolute crap. Yes, I thought Chowder was going to be like absolute crap. And Ironically, when we started watching it in the first 3 episodes, I was actually really blown away how I ended up liking it. I was really surprised at how much they love breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, yeah.
And it can be subtle and it can be deliberate. Mostly, I love the creativity in the world of Chowder. You can't really tell if it's on planet Earth or somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's set on a different planet.
Fantasy world.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed the mixed medium. It was mixed medium. Especially like the transition scenes, they would use like creative ways of like using food. Mm-hmm. Like there was one with tacos, there was one with donuts, for fuck's sakes.
Like they did it with every kind of food
every ounce of food you get.
Even gum.
Yeah, gum. So, I mean, Chowder can get a little bit annoying, a little bit, but I mean that's a kid character.
Yeah, he's like what, 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite episode is when they go on a spending spree and they end up wasting all the money, and it gets to the point where they and then it cuts to the actors in the recording booth. Yes. Reading off their lines. Maybe not reading off their lines, but almost like they're doing improv and then they're washing cars in order to make money for the budget again. I actually really enjoyed that. I also really love enjoying the creativity that the irony of all the characters are named after food.
Yeah.
Of course, in a show like Chowder, like, they really went all out, and it's a believable world. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, I wish I had gotten into this sooner, but
I remember when you couldn't stop laughing when Schnitzel and Chowder were climbing the giant and they pulled his finger. I swear to God.
Oh my God. Jokes like that.
You were rolling on the floor. Just laughing.
I mean, it was unexpected, but at the same time, it was a perfect opportunity to put a fucking fart joke in there. It's like, it's just completely out of left field, but it was so funny too. So I was like, oh, some of the jokes were really well planned too. Though I think my favorite character. Oh, and I'm really glad they went with that. Gazpacho. Yeah. And they actually, now that I think about it, they did a couple of psychological horror references.
Yeah, in the Halloween special.
Mm-hmm. I was like, they did a Psycho reference.
Gazpacho is Norman Bates.
I was like, because I have seen the original
Still better
Psycho.
Than Vince Vaughn as Norman Bates.
Oh, yeah. I was like, this is... Oh, didn't they do an Exorcist?
Yeah. When Chowder ate that duck or chicken that was behind the stove, and it's like glowing.
My God! I was like, an Exorcist joke or an Exorcist reference in a kid show. Holy crap! Oh wow! I was like, I really liked that show, and unfortunately I judged it too harshly, but no. It's too bad they couldn't keep up with the series, but oh well.
Yeah, because, Cartoon Network said, oh, this isn't really, for boys in this age demographic. Let's put more live action shit.
Oh God, what were they thinking?
Yeah. At least there's no more fucking live action shit on Cartoon Network anymore, because that was just...
unbearable.
Yeah. It's like you're fucking with your audience. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anyone ever played Doom and Halo before? I have, and those are awesome games. You've played Doom, right?
Yes, the original Doom.
Okay.
I have. It is a really fun game, I think. I was playing it with on a date with this one. It was supposed to be a date, but I didn't want to. That was the guy with the tarantulas in his room.
Oh, like, God, that guy.
No, I'm not. Sorry, I can't. So I said, we played the original Doom for like 3 hours, and then I was like, yeah, no, I can't do the tarantula thing. He was a nice guy, but honestly, if you ever get the chance to play the original Doom, oh my god, you're gonna have so much fun. Yeah. I mean, sure, it can be a little frustrating, but it's really fun. Halo, I have not played the first Halo. I think I played either Halo 3 or Halo 4.
I've played Halo 3 numerous times. It's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Fun game. I think I find myself, having the most fun driving warthogs.
Yeah.
Also running people over, but that's
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to do a lot of gaming, but I've been trying to hunt down the classic games and play those. Because now that we have Steam, it gives like a great opportunity for people who are gamers to experience the old school games.
That's
maybe
right.
Not complete old school, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm still saving up for like the original Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they have the remake, but I don't know about the original one.
Yeah, aren't they gonna remake Resident Evil 2 from what I've heard?
Oh, dear Lord, I hope so. Yeah. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, actually, in this past 2 years, 2 of my favorite video gaming companies have just died. First, it was Visceral Games. Visceral Games, by the way, is responsible for the creation of Dead Space, which some people believe that brought life back into the survival horror genre, and I don't blame them if they do think that, because they did.
It's funny you bring it up, because last night that review of Event Horizon from Cinemassacre.
Yeah. Honestly, Dead Space, I believe it is a huge tribute to all of those films, like Event Horizon, Alien for sure.
Of course.
Oh, there was another one we were talking about. Anyway, unfortunately, Visceral Games, I think they got closed down because somebody approached them and said, we want you to include like the loot or the loot box, whatever system that they have, microtransactions, or microtransactions in your games, but I can't remember what their full reasoning for, but I do know that like in the long run, Visceral Games wasn't able to, and then they shut down. EA just completely shut them down, and unfortunately, we will not get a Dead Space 4, and I think because the last Dead Space 3 anyway came out in 2013, 2014, somewhere around there, and unfortunately, we will just never ever get a final conclusion of what happens with dear Isaac Clarke. And then this past month, Telltale went under. When kaput died, so we're not gonna get a season 2 of The Wolf Among Us, even though they promised, but now they can't.
No.
Though Telltale has been, I knew one of the big criticisms that they've got was their engine that they created and they've been using for their games. I will admit it is pretty damn spotty, pretty damn faulty in some areas, so. I don't know would it have been better if they just completely scrapped everything and started a new engine, or I don't know, make subtle updates to it. I'm not really a programmer, so I don't really know what would be the better option. So that's it for the Walking Dead series, at least the Telltale series.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been watching a shit ton of films from that range from classic to controversial to straight up bad and in between.
Yeah.
Like Mother. Oh God. The one with Jennifer Lawrence. Oh dear God. What was your favorite part, Ton, of that film? How about the imagery for the body of Christ?
Oh
my God. I will admit that it pays a nice homage to Rosemary's Baby, another horror film classic that we watched this past summer.
Yeah, that was your baby's born because of cults. But Mother ups the ante. Where should I spoil that part or?
Well, I mean, everyone and their grandmother should know what Rosemary's Baby is.
Yeah, that is true.
It's a horror classic.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at one of the things in the chat. I am excited that Infinity Train is going to become a series because that is a neat idea.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, ever seen the Purge films? I've seen a few. They fucking suck.
Oh God.
They fucking suck donkey dick. Don't watch them. Don't watch them.
Or maybe do watch them. I don't know. What would be better, the Purge series or the Human Centipede series?
It's like asking if it's better for the dog to shit in the backyard or shit in the front yard.
Because remember, I've wasted my time watching all 3 of those fucking films.
I remember, like, my first year at university, we had, like, how about the whole floor gather and we'll watch a movie. We watched, I think it was the second or third Purge movie.
Right.
And I was like, this is fucking garbage.
Oh God.
It's like, what is this?
I think they would have done better, the Purge series, if it doesn't take itself so seriously. If they have
like why not just make it a parody like Shaun of the Dead or any of those movies? Yeah.
But no, I think the reason why everyone's kind of annoyed by it is because it literally blows smoke up its own ass and it tries to be deep and meaningful about society, but
it's like
it comes off more funny than
anything
else.
Obscurian, they did make a third Purge movie. In fact, one just came out this year, The First Purge. Yeah. I have not seen Ready Player One, mostly because of someone we know who wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. But we're not going to mention names. Right, hon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. I've heard, people be, love it to saying it's mediocre.
It's mixed. It's full of mixed reviews.
Although recently, you and me recently saw Venom.
Yes. I just saw it last night.
Well, I do have some problems with it. I like it, but like I've discussed with her, it becomes painfully, more apparent about the lack of a Spider-Man when basically Venom is required by default to be the hero.
I mean, don't get us wrong, like, Venom does become more of an anti-hero in later comics, and he does switch back and forth between anti-hero and villain.
But it's like, that's supposed to be later on. This is clearly not later on. And also, how does the symbiote already resemble Spider-Man when it never attached itself to Spider-Man? Although I could also go into detail with a lot of other things, but I would rather not spoil shit for anyone that hasn't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on Mighty Magiswords? I like it. I've been meaning to do a review of it, but we'll see if that ever comes out. But yeah, Obscurian, there's 4 fucking Purge movies. Can you believe it? I know I can't. Yeah, symbiote boobies.
Yes.
That does
there
happen.
is symbiote boobs in there.
And before anyone asks, yes, there is a Stan Lee cameo, and yes, there is an after credits sequence. I'm not going to say anything, but let's just say there's obviously going to be a sequel. So, like, it's like if you know Venom, I'm sure you know what's going to come after that. Yeah.
Of course.
What do you think of Into the Spider-Verse so far? I'm excited for it. I know when Chirp comes down this winter, we're going to see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's just say I'm glad I kept more of an open mind for Venom than I did for Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2, by the way, it is good, but unfortunately, I had too high of expectations, which is, I don't know why I hyped it up more.
Because I liked it, and hell, my dad wanted to see it with me, and I did take my dad to see Deadpool 2, because just like Peter in the movie, he just saw the ad when we saw Infinity War before.
Deadpool 2 isn't a bad film. It is quite good, but I just hyped it too much, and I was a little disappointed. Mostly because I was expecting Wolverine to be in there the whole time, but nah, they didn't. I mean, I think there was a cameo, but maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. Sony is desperate to keep Spider-Man.
Maybe.
I can't, what am I saying? I can't deny that. Because Venom would probably work a teeny bit better. Let's just say the most concise supervillain movie that actually stars supervillains is Suicide Squad, mostly because the heroes in that universe are already established, unlike Venom or Catwoman, where there is no Batman, there is no Spider-Man. For all we know, they don't even exist.
Right.
Yeah. Opinion on Secret Saturdays, Class of 2000, and Star Wars: The Clone Wars 2008. I actually never watched Secret Saturdays. It's been a long time since. I don't really remember much of Class of 3000, honestly, but Star Wars: The Clone Wars kicks ass.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Isn't it on Netflix right now?
I think so. You'd have to double check. Last I heard, it was on Netflix, so maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, so that is the correct one, because I did start watching it. I did start watching it about a year ago, and I'm really amazed at how it's easy to follow along.
Yeah.
For people who are kind of new to Star Wars, or it's also a nice homage to classic Star Wars fans.
Of course, yeah. Even though it's Even though it takes place in the dreaded part of Star Wars continuity that old school fans hate, the prequels, the prequels.
But at least the chemistry between Padme and Anakin is fucking believable.
It's a lot better than
what we got in the films.
It's rough and coarse and whatever the fuck Anakin says in the movie. I can't remember. Yeah, but it's just.
Is it just so weird to watch Anakin Skywalker be this lovey-dovey teenage boy?
In the third, in episode 3, it got a little better, but I brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. It's like you couldn't. It's like there wasn't a better take.
I guess not.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the trilogy killed Hayden Christensen's career.
Christ.
Like, I mean, think about it. You never see him in movies where it's like, oh, what's his face that played Obi-Wan? Like, he was fucking Christopher Robin just recently. Ewan McGregor, that's his name.
Right. By the way, a new Robin Hood trailer. I honest to God thought this was gonna be a new trailer for
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. I was like, oh my god, another Assassin's Creed movie, and then nope, it's Robin Hood.
That was when we saw Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, and that was the first time she ever saw a Jurassic Park movie in theaters, or just ever. That was your first one. That was the first one you ever saw, right? And she was terrified.
Yeah, it was. I was not.
Oh, give me a fucking break. I could tell you were scared.
I was not. They had the air conditioning.
When you see the T-Rex and the lightning.
No, they had like the air. They had the air conditioning cranked. I was cold.
It was not. It was cold outside. What are you talking about?
You're fake news.
I am not fake news. She was scared.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
I was not. I was cold.
No, you were not cold.
Yes, I was. I was shivering. Like I said, the air conditioner was cranked.
Don't believe her. She's fake news. She's fake news.
Oh God.
All stuff the president talks about. This right here. She's fake news right here.
Fuck.
Opinions on your favorite anime. I'm actually not sure what my favorite anime would be. Anyways, Disney remaking their films into live action. Good idea, right? I don't mind the Disney doing live action remakes of their animated stuff. I don't know. I'm not as bothered as others are. Even, people get, oh my god, they're remaking Lilo and Stitch. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's like, did you not think they would touch that? Like, come on. And, it's like, why doesn't Disney, do, other things? Well, they already did stuff like John Carter, and you know what happened? No one wanted to see it, and they lost, what, $200 million?
Yeah.
So it's like, you could say Disney's playing the safe card, but you know what? It works. I would say most of them are good. The Alice in Wonderland was, I mean, I don't even mind the earlier live action adaptations of their animated stuff, like that 90s 101 Dalmatians with Jeff Daniels. I kind of like that one still, despite being over.
So
20 years old.
I think the one with the live action Alice in Wonderland, I think they were going more for the books. the approach of the
Yeah.
books. And unfortunately, it kind of alienated the audience because, I mean, if you're not used to the original source material,
and then they did
not a lot of
Alice
people are
Through
going
the
to get
Looking
it.
Glass, of course. Yeah.
I mean, style-wise, visually,
yeah,
it's great. It's
is.
great.
And of course, you know, like with Cinderella, they had the lizards, which of course weren't in the animated one, but were in the original story. Is that it? Am I saying it right?
I think so.
Okay.
Again, it just depends on which version you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think the Neo Saban era is the worst? It's, when it comes to Power Rangers, it's the most mismanaged, I would say. I think it's like between only having 20 episodes per season. I don't know if that's something Saban had in place or if it's some Nickelodeon had, but, well, having 2 seasons to finish one series, that's really tedious. But yeah, in terms of like compared to Zordon era, post Zordon era, Disney era, I would say it's the worst. Now, am I saying the series from it are bad? No, but it's the most mismanaged. Did you hear they're making? Of course, they're making Sonic 2019 game. They always make new. Sega's always making new Sonic games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mario with Nintendo.
Well, okay, there's a bit of a tradition that goes into the... They always make anniversary games.
Right.
Because this must be its 20th anniversary?
25th,
or
probably.
20, yeah, 25th. Somewhere, it's one of those ones. Because I think they did have a 5-year anniversary, but I do know they had a 10th.
Well, Sonic, I'm looking it up, came out in 91, so Sonic's 27 years old. Jesus Christ. Wow, that's... God, when we finally get to Sonic's 30th anniversary. Although,
that's not too far.
Is it next year when Super Mario turns 30? How old is Super... Hang on, let me look up Super Mario. 1985, so 2 years... It's going to be Super Mario's 35th anniversary.
Why not?
Yeah. Power Rangers or Super Sentai? Probably Super Sentai. That kind of goes without saying. Like, Super Sentai is just more appealing to me personally. I'm not saying Power Rangers is shit, but I don't know. No, like even like the earlier stuff. Like I've watched season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers based on that being Kyoryu Sentai Ranger, and it's a little different. And well, spoilers: the Green Ranger dies in that series, so tough luck. Although the first 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they did try to merge it all together, whereas with Sentai, it's each year a new team. Do you think Nickelodeon still sucks? No, they've been getting their shit together as of recent. More and more.
I don't really watch much of Nickelodeon, so I can't really comment.
I'm just going off from what I've been hearing and what I have seen. Yeah. What do you think of the Adventure Time ending? It was about time. Like even Cartoon Network realizes, you can't go on forever. Like with
Simpsons,
Family Guy, SpongeBob.
I mean, I haven't watched the ending yet, so yeah, I'm sad to see it go, but hey, it did a lot of good for the network and just cartoons in general.
It brought a whole
new audience
back in.
Mm-hmm.
is like the previous year, 2009. I've told this story many times. It was one summer night. I was at my grandparents' house, and I realized that it was, it was the night when new CN Real episodes. And I was like, I'll watch it. I'll watch this once, and if I like it, I'll keep watching. If I don't, I won't watch it again. I watched it all that night to when it closed for Adult Swim, and never again. Like, there was this one Survivor ripoff. There was Destroy, Build, Destroy, and the stoners from Dude, What Would Happen? They're stoners! They're fucking... like, if you just hear the way they talk, it's like they've been smoking a lot of pot.
It honestly kind of sounds like they were trying to be MTV, but for kids.
Yeah.
Because I do kind of remember the MTV, the 90s era where they did have a lot... Well, I mean, of course, they had a lot of live action, but they had, like, shows obviously dedicated to stoners, and they had a few, like, comedy sketches or whatever in between the shows like that. I don't know. That's just a hunch.
Yeah, it's... I felt that they tried to be too much like MTV was being at the time, minus shit like reality shows like The Real World.
Mm-hmm.
It was... Although some of them were apparently from Canada that aired on Teletoon, like the Survivor wannabe. Although I remember I don't remember the titles of like the Survivor ripoffs. That's why I'm just calling it Survivor ripoff, because that's basically what it was. I remember like the one group was able to build, their shelter, but the other group, mostly because of this stupid fat bitch, couldn't build a shelter or a fire, and because of that, one of her teammates had a seizure in his sleeping bag. At least I think it was a seizure. He was like going ape shit and whatnot, so maybe. Yeah.
I have not seen the Logan movie yet. I should probably get around.
I haven't seen Logan either. Though, do you think Wolverine will ever come back?
Honestly, they cannot keep Wolverine away for very long.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
I do know
of the whole Disney and Fox thing, maybe Hugh Jackman will be in the MCU. I don't know.
But I do know that Hugh Jackman has said that he wants to retire. I mean, he wants to retire from playing the role because he says it's getting harder and harder to keep the character fresh, at least from an acting perspective. But
yeah,
maybe it is time to pass on the torch to...
Yeah. Although the question then becomes who else plays Wolverine, because we're so used to Hugh Jackman.
Oh, I know.
Maybe they actually give it to a 5-foot-tall Canadian. I don't know.
I mean, one of these days, Ryan Reynolds will have to pass on the torch.
That's right.
As Deadpool. I don't want to think about it, but it will come.
Yeah, although isn't Ryan Reynolds gonna stay as Deadpool when Deadpool gets integrated into the MCU? I think that's what's gonna happen.
Are you kidding? It's Mort from Rick and Morty. That's the best damn Family Guy character.
Yeah, we all know that I'm the best Family Guy character right here.
Yeah, you're Mort, you know.
Mort, get the fuck out of here, you fucking Jew.
Oh. Oh, God. And then, like, less than a month ago, we were rewatching all of, like, Family Guy, the classic episodes, anyway.
Yeah, that was a nice trip back.
Oh, yeah.
And Was that the first time you had seen the one where Brian and Stewie stopped 9/11?
Oh, I mean, a full watch through, but I mean, like, I had seen like clips of the episode.
Please, Frogmire. Ah, Ribbity.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but damn, I definitely remember the classic Family Guy, like season 1, season 2. Watching that as a kid.
Yeah.
Have you seen the newer episodes of The Simpsons? No, I have not. I think they're what, on their 29th season?
They're somewhere around here.
I think the only one I got around to watching was maybe episode 3 of season 27, and that's it. Everything else, no.
How was that episode anyways? Was it yay or nay?
I will say it was mediocre, even though it was okay. It just, I mean, the show's, it's clearly tired. Who would want to fight your girlfriend or your best friend?
I don't get it either.
Like, you want to fight me, or do you want to fight your best friend?
I don't want to fight. Why? What would I have to gain out of fighting you? I don't get. I don't understand the question. The Simpsons have been out there longer than SpongeBob. Yes, it has.
I mean, if it was like a water balloon fight, sure.
Yeah, water balloon fight. That would be fun. Or a Super Soaker fight.
Or would it be like Mr. and Mrs. Smith type of fight?
That would be hilarious.
That is still a good film.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will fight you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith style.
Woo!
Yeah. And then we can have smoking hot breakfast.
Oh, jeez.
In the kitchen.
Yes. Well, that is what we will. Would you want to fight your girlfriend or your best friend?
Isn't like when they're having breakfast, some of the glasses is so like fucked up that like they're drinking the orange juice and then they're like spitting out blood because they're getting like pieces of glass stuck in their gums.
Yeah, they are a fucked up couple.
I don't know. I've heard hot hate sex is one of the best, but I don't know.
I don't know. Would I want to fight my girlfriend or my best friend?
Just say you'll fight me, Mr. and Mrs. Smith style.
I'll fight my girlfriend, Mr. and Mrs. Smith style.
Because it'll end nicely.
It will. Because I don't know. That's kind of an odd question, if I'm honest.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of, I actually liked how the fights were nicely choreographed in the Venom movie. I will comment on that.
Yeah, some of the CGI, like only some of the CGI was a little obvious, but for the most part it blended pretty well. Because
I went to bed late, I really can't recall if the CG stuck out like a sore thumb. Maybe when Venom's like presenting his physical self to Eddie.
I think
that's it, because like I went to bed late.
I even think that blended in well. I don't know. Maybe if once it's out to like once it stops airing in theaters, I'll maybe show you where I think the CG's a little more. Like when you come down, I'll show you where I think the CG's obvious. I don't know.
I honestly think I'm more destined for hell, if I'm gonna be honest.
God.
At least send me in a handbasket. Mm-hmm.
Man.
I don't know. Questions, Q&A, I guess.
Why not?
I don't know. Chat, ask questions.
It was... Although it is funny, like... Tom Hardy was Bane, and Bane requires Venom, and now he's Eddie Brock, who requires Venom.
Why not?
It's like destiny, man. What are you guys, porn fans, anime fans?
Do
we say both?
Well, anime fans.
Well, we have watched plenty of shit like E-Fucked.
Oh, dear Lord.
Act 17 Apologetics. I don't know who that is. I don't know who David Wood is, so... Is he a reviewer? Is he an animator? What is he?
Somebody was asking about YouTube animators. The only notable YouTube animator I do know of, what's her name? Scribblenetty? Scribblenetty is friends with PewDiePie, Markiplier, Cryotonic. If he's
know him.
Oh, come on!
I'm joking.
She's made some really funny animations of like their Let's Plays.
I'm just poking at you. I'm just pushing.
Oh, and Cinnamon Toast Ken.
Odd Ones Out is always a good one.
I mean, it takes her like a few months to update stuff, but I mean...
Would love to live like Romeo and Juliet? Fuck no! They die at the end. What are you, fucking crazy?
What's the worst anime you've ever seen? Oh god, that's hard.
Angel Sanctuary.
Yeah. Angel Sanctuary.
That was fucking awful. Fuck, absolute. Like, oh god.
Lazy, hacky
it's
writing.
Good for a laugh, but
it is.
But overall, it's awful.
And like, it tried to present itself as like the most like religious thing out there. I mean, okay, maybe not religious thing out there, but it was trying so hard to like rival Neon Genesis with its Christian iconography, Christian symbolism and iconography. There we go. It's like, no, you're nowhere near close. I mean, which is ironic enough. Though what is weird enough is the manga. The manga is more well written than the damn anime.
It's like a reverse Sailor Moon.
It is. It is. Oh, the first episode of the Teen Titans live action came out. I thought that was going to be a film.
No, it's a series. It's like, fuck Batman. I need to see it. King it on Toradora. It's cute.
I don't know what that is, so I can't comment.
It's a romantic anime.
Oh, romantic anime.
Yeah, and also the girl in it's like seemingly like 4 feet tall. Like you could classify her as a lolly.
Oh, okay. Would you love to live like Romeo and Juliet? I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. If you honest to God think that Romeo and Juliet is all about like forbidden love, even though it is, Romeo and Juliet, it's not really a commentary on forbidden love per se. It's more like a commentary on like how there basically is no love in marriage, and to some degree people today are still marrying for economic reasons. And with Romeo and Juliet, it's more like how there's not really much romance in marriage itself. There's no passion, and it can easily be one-sided because obviously if Juliet married Paris, I think that's his name.
Yeah, I think so.
It would have been one-sided. Like I'm
the
pretty sure
moolah.
she would have been like nice to Paris, but because she doesn't really have much of a passion for him, it's not really a nice thing to think about. And like honestly, up until like 50 years ago, like in the I want to say the 60s or the 70s, not a lot of people were still like getting married for like romantic reasons. I mean, sure, yes, they were, but a lot of it was for economic reasons. I mean, today you have like the freedom to get married, for love or still religious reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. Favorite anime character and why?
Oh man, it's so hard. There's so many of them.
I'd say right now, Chowder from My Hero Academia. Because I like, it's like cool, heat, and how it plays into him as a person.
I'm trying to think.
Chirp's favorite anime character, Shrek.
Get lost. No.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
Oh god, this is really hard. There's like so many anime characters out there.
That is none. That's
How about this? Okay, we've already agreed that when Ernie's dad comes home and says, "I would like to be a grandfather," I think then we'll try for a kid. We said we'll try for a kid in 5 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
I have to say my favorite anime character would be D from Vampire Hunter D. I don't know why. I love that character. I mean, he's a damn fear. I think that's how you call it. Half human, half vampire. He's really, really graceful in everything he does. And maybe he's too powerful. I have yet to see people make a debate about that, but no, I think he's a badass character. Unfortunately, he lives an incredibly lonely life because he's immortal.
Oh, well, hey, that's the price when you live forever.
I mean, that's the price when your dad, Dracula, hooks up with a human.
Dracula.
Yeah. Jeez.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh man, I still have yet to meet drunk Ernie.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I've met hungover Ernie.
Yeah. That was just. My dad was so fucking pissed, man.
I want to go drinking with your cousins. Please, can we go drinking with your cousins?
My cousins are bad influences. I
don't care.
Yeah, what am I saying? Because even there, my aunts were like, like to my dad, "Oh, relax."
Oh, come on. Like, I'm pretty sure I can afford getting drunk in America for one day.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I got insurance this time.
That is true. That is true. Oh, man.
Oh, man. It's been so long since I got drunk. Oh, the FYI, if any of you are listening, the best way to get fucking smashed is you buy one of those bottles. Oh, what is it called? Coolers. If you can get a 4-pack, that's fine. You get one of those. You get like one of your favorite tasting ones. The ones that I got was like orange creamsicle. You get like a huge ass thing of like vodka, and each time you take a sip of the cooler, you replace it with vodka. So that by the time you're on like your 3rd or 4th bottle of the shooter, I guarantee you half the thing of vodka will be gone and you will be fucking smashed. Because the last time I did that, holy crap, I got smashed. And, like, I honestly kept on saying shit like, oh my god, I feel like I'm flying. And then at one point, I kind of freaked out because this is how far gone I was. This point was, I was trying to, like, feel my face, and I was like, oh my god, I can't find my nose. My fucking nose is gone. Oh my god. And then I kind of had, like, a little
Oh my god,
mini...
man.
I had a mini panic attack, and I was like, I can't find my fucking nose. My fucking nose is gone. And they're like, holy shit, Chirp, your nose is right there. And I was like, oh, here? And I was like pointing at my cheek. Oh, it's right there, it's right there. No, fuck Christ. And then I didn't tell you this, but I wandered out of the building. Fucking piss-ass drunk. And I was trying to, like, find my way back in the damn building. And I had forgot that it's one of those doors that you have to push down and then pull. But I was, like, just yanking and pulling on the damn door. That's how far gone I was. So I had to, like, go and find a window, and I had to, like, knock on the window in order for the people in the building to let me in. And, like, by then they're like, holy fuck, you are so far gone at this point.
Right.
I wish we had pot or something.
Pot becomes legal tomorrow, right?
Yes, it does. Oh, I'm so happy for that. Oh, wait, no. It's too bad you weren't here because they actually sell pot cookies, or at least pot batter, to make cookies at the local farmer's market.
Are you shitting me right now?
No, I am not. I'm trying to find a way. I want to make pot cookies in my own oven here, but I have other roommates and I don't know how that's just gonna roll with them, so maybe I'll do it at my parents' house. Plus they have more snacks over there.
Right.
Oh man. And hi Ernie. What would hi Ernie look like or sound like?
Oh my god. I've never been high, so this is gonna be new. You guys have watched any horror movies lately?
Yes.
Yeah, like what's it called? Oh, there was Mother, and then
Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby. Although I want us to watch some of the classic slasher ones like Halloween.
Oh, of course.
And we watch Halloween on Halloween.
Oh god.
Meow 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 meow.
The Conjuring.
Conjuring, of course.
The second one is not too bad.
It's a good sequel.
Mhm. The one I did want to see recently was The Nun, but
you know
I've heard
funny.
mixed.
You know, it's funny. The Conjuring movies get good reception, but their spin-offs like the one about the doll and the Nun haven't really hit it with audience.
I wonder why that is.
Who knows? Maybe it's... Who knows?
I've heard of Steven Crowder.
Yeah.
I forget what
He was the brain on Arthur at one point.
Oh.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Oh, yes, I remember you telling me.
Yeah.
Christ.
Who would have thought?
Political commentators.
Yeah. He is.
I don't know, there's like so many of them out there.
There is. They're like I mean, considering, you know, like what's happening, it's like it's almost expected if I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know, I hear their names, but I don't actually check out their channels. Right. Ironically enough.
I know you watch Bearing all the time.
Yeah. But even Bearings, he only updates like once a week.
He updated like yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
And yes, I love Over the Garden Wall. Although
I have not seen Over the Garden Wall,
I tried showing it to my mom, and my mom's one of those. Well, she's got a stick up her ass all the time, and it was still there because she's a fucking normie.
Maybe I should start watching Over the Garden Wall because apparently it's based on Dante's Inferno, and I love the poem, and I love the video game and the the animated epic movie that went with it. By the way, the guy who voices Dante in the animated film, he also voices Dracula in Castlevania.
Really?
Yes. Oh man, I forget his name, but he's an infamous Scottish voice actor. And by the way, Castlevania is getting season 2. Its release will be on October 26th, so I am looking really forward to that because as soon as I watched all 4 episodes of Castlevania, just fucking loved it. Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to play the Castlevania series, but I will say from somebody who hasn't played the video games, I will say that the story it's easy to follow, and I like it.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Ben Shapiro? I don't know.
Facts don't care about your feelings. Why, yes, CNR Studios, this is a Christian Minecraft server. This is my Christian Minecraft server. And the moderator is God himself.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, and the other moderator, believe it or not, is Jesus Christ.
Any other news you want to drop on them or tell them?
Like what?
What do you mean, like what?
Well, there's been a lot that's going on.
Oh, come on.
All right. So, after next summer, I'm moving to Canada.
Yes. We are going to be living together.
Yes.
Though I did make a promise with him that if the job market in Canada does not improve, then I totally wouldn't mind moving to America.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, the job market is slowly getting better, but How long that will last is...
At this rate, America's unemployment rate is at an all-time low, so... Yeah. I guess we'll see in, 5 years. Do you watch Monkey Jones? I've heard of him. I don't watch... I've watched one Monkey Jones video, and that was about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but that's really all I've watched from him. Yeah, that's... Because otherwise it's like, Monkey Jones, and, well, I know the other thing about him is that he wears a monkey mask.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Sure, why not? Why not? Oh yeah, and I gave Chirp a promise ring before I left for America again this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not the engagement ring. That's gonna come later. Believe me.
Once school's done.
Yeah, once school's done and I actually have the money to afford a fucking ring. Yeah.
We also agreed on a date.
No. Should we reveal the full date or just the year?
It will be in spring.
Yeah.
We are going for a spring wedding.
Yeah, 2021.
Yep. We wanted to try to aim for 2020. However, we realized that it would have been super stressful if we aimed for 2020 because 2019,
that's cutting
of course,
close.
Holy crap, is it ever cutting it close?
2020 was just so.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you break up. Nah.
We kiss and we make up.
Yeah. So CNR Studios, I hope you make better videos because this, I'm looking at your channel, this looks like shit. What? Maybe that 180 subscribers means you do a 180 on your content. Boom, roasted.
God. Now it would have been more stressful if we did try to go for 2020.
Oh,
and I can only imagine that there's probably going to be a lot of people trying to aim for 2020.
Yeah. It's like, turn of the decade, guys. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Let's just set the more realistic goal.
Yeah. Not to mention, it's like we would have had to run around trying to plan an engagement party.
Yeah.
2 engagement parties, by the way.
Yeah, one in Canada, the other in.
In America.
I almost said Mexico.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I meant to say Canada. I don't know why. I don't know why I was gonna have I don't know why I was about to say Mexico. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me.
Oh, dear Lord. And we'll adopt a lot of keks by then.
A lot of keks. This is Top Cat, or how as I like to call him, Top Kek.
Oh, dear God.
That joke will never get old. So,
my cat Bandit gave you one hell of a fun morning that one time you were here this past summer. Oh.
And it's like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm just like, I want to go back to bed.
You chased him halfway down the street.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
You honestly really freaked me out because you didn't come back in
Yeah,
like
I
over
didn't have
30
my
minutes.
I didn't have my phone on me.
It was like 30 minutes going on 40. I was
You're
like,
just like, what
where
the?
the hell are
You're just like,
they?
what the fuck's going on, man?
At one point, I was like, did he literally get picked up by somebody and like,
Oh,
is my boyfriend missing in Canada? I
that would
have to
be.
go looking
Oh,
for him.
jeez, that would be bad. That would be so bad. Oh man.
And then that little bastard bandit, he ran away for like a whole week.
Yeah, and then you found him. Like I remember, I was at work and you texted me. You're like, guess what happened? And I was like, you found Bandit? And you're like, yes. I'm like, ah.
Oh, that little bastard.
And that's why he has a collar now. And
Yep.
Mocha.
Yeah. That cat is unbelievable.
He is. Hang on, I'm gonna pee real quick.
Alright. I don't know. Got any questions, chat? Oh well. What's that Shrek image about? You know what? Dark Knight fan, I have no freaking clue because my boyfriend collects a shit ton of memes, and at one point he shows me a whole bunch of memes and I just say, okay, whatever. Just because there's so many Shrek memes.
Yeah, that one, the one I have posted, that's, if you've ever seen Paul Blart memes, this is, derivative of this. Paul Blart is Shrek's son.
Come on, man.
I remember when Paul Blart memes were at the height of their popularity.
And I swear you're still trying to keep them alive.
Because they're awesome. What do you...
Oh my god. Get with the times, man.
God, man. Ugh.
Ugh. Nice to see you again, too.
Yeah. I don't know who Dead Channel is. But it is nice to see you. It's always nice to see people, even if they are violating the rules of the Christian Minecraft server. Why, thank you, sir. That is very... Why, thank you, sir. That is very flattering.
Are you guys gonna make tummy sticks? Ernie X CR Studios like
Doodle.
XD.
Like XD doodle diapers? Oh wow. I would hate to be that fucking loser. I mean, no job, no life. Yeah.
Why not?
I would fucking
I'm just here for the
kill I would fucking kill myself if I were her.
I'm just here for the hentai.
Yeah. I've been watching your videos. Aw, I'm flattered. Yeah. Yeah, but that is cool. I do like the support. I'm not trying to. I just want to. I just want to say I'm not trying to insult Dead Channel, but that does mean a lot. It's like I've been able to keep people entertained for that long because, well, honestly,
you run into a bit of a road.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
I mean, I know you've been trying to put out reviews, but
it's like,
I mean, real life has gotten in the way.
Yeah, that is true. It's fine. Take your time. Commentaries. Ugh. Let's just say you don't want to be part of the commentary community. It's just...
It's ass.
Yeah. It's more like a cult. It's a cult of it. It's an echo chamber. That's another thing.
Honestly, it's just you're better off without it.
They're all like. Trust me when I say that 99% of them are sheep. Like it's, and I'm talking about the actual commentators themselves.
By the way.
Yeah?
What's it called? Spawn. Were we supposed to get a new Spawn?
It is supposed to come... It is supposed to come out soon. And Jamie Foxx is going to be Spawn. I don't know, let me look. I'll Google it. Let's see.
Because I honestly thought that there was like a new Spawn TV series for Netflix coming out, but I'm starting to question.
There's the movie.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, well, here's one from May 2018. Jamie Foxx set for Spawn, creator Todd McFarlane's Dark Blumhouse adaptation. And hey, Todd McFarlane is going to direct it. Well, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
Fun fact, Todd McFarlane took inspiration from Wicked City. Wicked City, it's a questionable OVA to some anime or OVA fans, but honestly, like, I remember you enjoying it, and I love Wicked City despite its weirdness and horrific atmosphere. I honestly recommend people watching it. Seth MacFarlane, I can't remember exactly what he did on Wicked City. I don't know if it was like the animation or if he helped with the writing, but he did help. Like he took inspiration from Wicked City, and that's what helped him create Spawn. Even though, like, Spawn, the original kind of has a few hit or miss
and of course, Todd
spots.
pitched it to Marvel, and they're like, we can't do this. And then Todd's like, fuck you, I'll just start my own comic company.
And he did.
Yeah, and here we are now.
Unfortunately, he got into a bit of a legal dispute with Neil Gaiman. Remember when he wanted to... I think he wanted full rights to Angela, but Angela was completely created by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, that's right.
And now she's no longer a part of the... What is it? The Dark Horse universe?
Image.
Sorry, Image.
Yeah,
she's no longer a part of the Image universe, but she is well and alive in the Marvel universe. Apparently, she's Thor's long-lost sister.
Yeah, that's right. I remember
somehow.
You told me that. Yeah, Dark Horse is like the Mask, or where you find shit like the AVP comic, not AVB.
I think that's something else.
Oh yeah, R.I.P.D. was also a Dark Horse franchise. For any of you that remember that. Video making, because of school, they're kind of on hold. I've tried to do them, but it's just university's been getting in the way. I want to as soon as it's done. Like, yeah, I know. I don't want to rush myself either or force myself. which is why stuff like live streaming is a lot easier than having to, excuse me, do a whole video. If you get what I mean. Can you make another great top 10 list? I don't really... Personally, I don't have the desire to do top 10s, so... Sorry, no more great top 10 lists.
I don't know, maybe in 10 years?
Yeah, maybe another time. Maybe another time. But hey, you know, it's like you can badmouth them, but hey, it's what got people hooked.
It's true.
Yeah. Like, I remember going from 200 to 1,000, like, a week. I'm not even joking. Yeah. Again, man. Yes, you are right. Right, school and personal life does come first.
And in your case, beer. No.
I'm out of beer now.
Wow.
Yeah. And yes, live streams are cool.
But Christ, senior year, at least for university, holy shit. You barely have any room to breathe.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I mean...
Sorry, I heard something outside. Whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man. Yeah. Dear old foam adventure. What the fuck's a foam adventure? Is that like where you go to...
I have no clue.
I don't know either. Anyways, you know, I guess we'll wrap it up for tonight.
As long as it's not in the same category as, oh, what is it? Either it's bagel head or it's some sort of weird-ass Japanese cosmetic procedure.
I'm looking it up. It looks retarded.
I think it's called bagel heads. I don't know why people want to do that to themselves. At this point in time, they make people with, like, super insanely stretched out ears look normal.
Yeah. Anyways, you know, we'll wrap it up for tonight.
As for college, college does have its moments, but I don't know, I guess it just depends on what you're taking. Like,
breaks are your best friend.
Yes.
Remember that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyways, you know, thanks everyone for, you know, joining us tonight on this. Well, it's a cold night here, though it's.
I mean, it's snowing here.
Yeah, it's a lot colder by you, hon.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Anyways,
I'll see you guys again.
Yeah, and catch you later. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I'd want to do another one of these in like a month, but we'll see.
We'll wait and see.
Yeah. Maybe even next week. Who knows?
Who knows?
But stay tuned. Although, from what I've heard, the best thing to do is click on the little notification bell, because that's how YouTube runs now, eventually, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's up with Google. Anyways, good night!
Good night.